Okay, now this headline is Game On. What India needs right now is good governance at every level. This is the concluding part of yesterday's op-ed. The syncretic Bengali identity has prevailed for the moment. The campaign brought out a spontaneous outpouring of cultural and artistic works that stood boldly and squarely against the forces of communal politics in Bengal. The TMC itself ran a smart campaign and did well on candidate selection, with political strategist Prashant Kishore aiding the party leadership in the task. On the money, media and men that the BJP deployed proved unequal to the task. However, Mamata herself lost at Nandigram election by 1,737 votes to her former protege Subhendu Adhikari of the BJP after initial reports had declared her the winner by 1,201 votes. She has pointed out that server went down multiple times during the counting and was down for 4 hours and demanded a recount, but this was denied by the election commission. Her defeat was somewhat unexpected because she has not lost any election since 1989, with the state showing a wave in her favor. Her own defeat was against the trend of the entire elections. The modesty celebratory mood in aftermath of the victory itself has been vitiated within 24 hours by reports of sporadic incidents of violence between party workers of the BJP and TMC, in which till the time of writing 6 BJP and 3 TMC workers were reported dead. This is tragic and unfortunate, but it is not a surprise given the history of political violence in the state. The bitterly contested nature of the elections. What was happened since is, however, unusual. The BJP propaganda machinery has swung into action with calls for retribution. Actress Kankana Ranaut, a hardcore fan of Modi, wrote on Twitter, "She is like a monster unleashed to tame her. Modi ji, please show your Virat Roop from early 2000s." She can logically be interpreted to refer to Mamata as for the reference to early 2000s. The thing that comes to mind first is the Gujarat riots of 2002. The state's governor, a Modi appointee himself, described the scattered political clashes as a breakdown of the law and order situation. Ironically, he is in charge of the state and its law and order until the new government is sworn in. Mamata has taken oath for her next term as Chief Minister of West Bengal. Her third evening, she will have to stand for elections again within the next 6 months and win to remain CM. She has her task cut out for her. The eight phase polls have left Bengal with a skyrocketing. The 8 phase polls have left Bangla with a skyrocketing COVID count. On top of that, it is clear that the BJP has no intention of letting her settle in and get on with her job, even for a day. The attacks against her political sagacity has been notable for its absence in recent years, have begun even before she assumes office. There is a reason for this. This is the first substantial defeat in a large state that Modi and Shah have faced after 2014. It was a prestige fight billed as Modi vs Didi and Didi own. Now there is talk of Mamata being the leader of an opposition coalition to take on Modi in 2024. As a former Congress leader, she has a good equation with the party's top leaders. She also served as a union minister under Atal Bihari Vajpayee and has acceptability among the more moderate sections of the Hindu right. Yashwant Sinha, who was Minister of Finance and External Affairs in Vajpayee's cabinet, has recently joined the Trinamool disparate regional forces from Madrasa to Bihar to Tamil Nadu have also hailed her victory. It is likely that Modi and Shah see her as a threat. India is now confronted by a situation where there is a raging pandemic gone out of control, a problem on the border with China, and an unstable neighborhood with Afghanistan and Myanmar in different stages of chaos. Okay, adding political and religious tensions into this already awful mix would be suicidal. What the country needs right now urgently is good governance and policy making at every level. However, political sagacity has been notable for its absence in recent years. A sudden burst of wisdom is perhaps too much to hope for.